and the bladder is firm, full of air. So I'm going to work through the process of deflating it and closing it up to make it easier for install. So this is an air strut for Mercedes E500 4matic wagon. This one specifically is part number 294494. When these come from the manufacturers, they are fully inflated, and to get it inside the car, it's best to squeeze it and compress it. So in order to that, you need to relieve the air pressure inside. You can relieve the air pressure inside by connecting some wire to the two lower pins inside the connector. So right there I have some 18 gauge wire, and I just have the openings kind of pushed in there. And then the other two ends exposed, and just a 9-volt battery. Connect one end to one end of the terminal, the other to the other end. Doesn't really matter which way. And then you can kind of hear some air washing out. I've already relieved most of the pressure on there, but now with most of the air pressure squeezed out, I can now compress the air strut, and it makes it much easier to install inside the car. So now I can easily squeeze it down with my body weight. So now that it's compressed at the bottom, what I'll do is I'll attach some zip ties from here to say here, just to keep it in the compressed position. Once I have it in the car, I'll cut the zip ties, allow it to expand, and then the car will automatically fill up the reservoir inside. So I've got this length of zip tie here. I'll attach it to the bracket down there. Get it tight around that nut post. Squeeze the air strut down. And there it is at about max compression. And now, as I leave it there, once I go to install it inside the car, I'll just cut the zip ties off. I can take out my little cable, and now it's ready to easily slide inside. More easier to slide inside when it's compressed as opposed to open. Yeah, so there's a little trick there. See, the air is already all depleted. So here I'm working on my 2004 Mercedes E500 4matic. I'll be changing out the right side, passenger side air strut. And I've got a little procedure here that I'll be following along that I made just kind of a little bit easier to read and follow than the Mercedes provided manuals, which I do all have here also. So I've got here with the vehicle ground level fully settled. Use tape measure to record the distance from the wheel cap to the wheel arch. I'm measuring 14.5 inches. Now I'm going to deflate the tire I'm going to be working on, which is the front right front. for the lines, because they have more room to move around. Disconnect those lines so you have some more room. And connect your electrical cable. And then right here is where that rubber goes. That little hook right there is where the other rubber piece goes. Green clip right there, and it connects back up. So make sure this is connected, brake line is connected, those lines are connected back, and the electrical cable is connected back.